Greetings everybody, this is Scrooge 009, and I'm here back finally to bring you the start of my lab. This is built in somewhat of a cave deep beneath, or deep below my, my house, the house that I finally finished. And this is, this right here is like maybe a day or so after I built the actual bridge to the lab and the elevator that you saw in the last video. So, assuming you watched that video. So, I spent a lot of time filming a bunch of, filming a lot of work without really explaining a lot of what I was doing. And that's because, well, it's a lot of work, I kind of had to be in the zone in order to do a lot of this. And, since it was so much, I figured I wouldn't be presenting it like this. And I probably wouldn't present it, wouldn't be presenting it over the span of a few episodes. I'd probably present it all at once because it is a lot of work. It's not very interesting. It's mostly carving out this cave in the manner that I want and doing all that. So that's what you're seeing here. I'm kind of just preparing this cave for the future, things like that. This is a very old video. I'm just looking back at this. It's been a while since here. So what you're going to be seeing coming up really soon is, a lot more progress. I haven't been making videos because I've been working on the lab, so we're going to go ahead and get through this pretty quickly. So there's a lot here. I just want to show you highlights of what I've done here. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. Okay, now let's talk about the science and all of the plans that I have for this laboratory. I want this to be a very functional laboratory. I don't want it to be just, purely aesthetically pleasing. I want it to actually be functional. I want everything in the laboratory to have a purpose. Every door is going to be automated, set up to a redstone. Well, it's going to be a redstone contraption. And it's going to be set up to a wireless redstone transmitter, which is going to be hooked up to terminals throughout every sector. So I'm going to have, obviously various sectors. There are going to be sectors for nuclear research, genetic research, chemical research, all of that, chemical engineering. There are going to be various different sections for all of that. And every sector is going to be fitted with a terminal which controls all the lights, every one of the redstone contraptions that I make throughout the sector. And I do plan on implementing a lot of redstone contraptions. In fact, I've already implemented a redstone contraption in the main building, or in the main part of the lab that where the observatory is. The stairs, a little bit spoilers, but the stairs I've set up the stairs to actually come out using redstone, and it's really cool. It's like I've also set up like a makeshift elevator. I didn't actually use the regular elevator this time. I just set up a redstone elevator. You'll be able to control that with the computer. Everything, all the lights, pretty much every individual light, I'll be able to control with the elevator or with the main computer. It's not going to be that much hard work. I'm not going to be running cords throughout the entire laboratory. I'm going to be using wireless redstone transmission. It's a mod, and also I'm going to be using computer craft for the terminals and the main computer. The main computer is going to be connected to all of the terminals using wireless, using a wireless modem, which is a feature in computer craft. I still have to figure out how many computers I can connect to the main computer. We'll see. I don't know if there's a limit on that or not. But yeah, I have a lot of plans for that. I'm just making the entire laboratory automated. So the main computer will connect to the terminals will connect to every individual function of the sector, including security, which is going to be a major theme in the nuclear sector of the laboratory. In case of a meltdown or something like that, and I have a protocol set up in the event of a meltdown or anything like that, in the event of something going wrong, because everything's going to be automated. The second a meltdown occurs or is close to occurring, there's going to be an alarm that goes off, There's going to be a set message that I have written out that's going to be read on the intercom over the speakers throughout the entire laboratory. There's a mod that lets you do that, that gives you an item that does that. There are going to be security cameras throughout the entire lab that I'm going to be able to access from the main computer and everything like that. So there's that. The main computer is going to control the entire laboratory. Everything that you see is going to have a function. If you see a chemical bath in the chemical station, that's going to actually serve a purpose. It's not just going to be there just to be there, just to look good, just for the art of it. Although I do appreciate the art, and I am going to put emphasis on art as well. I'm never going to make something if I don't think it looks good, or if I don't think it looks as good as I can get it. So there's that. There's the main computer. I'm also going to have security detail. Obviously, there's going to be a password to the main computer, all that. There's going to be multiple layers of passwords, pretty much. And it's going to have a great user interface and everything like that. Just, using a bit of programming. There's going to be security, drones, turtles that are going to be set up to come out when security protocols have been activated, things of that nature. So stay tuned for that. This is going to be so fun. We're going to be doing a lot of science. I hope you join me. Please subscribe so that you can join me through this experience. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video, because that's where we're really going to get started.